It's wrinkled sheets. It's wrinkled sheets. It's really kind of neat. Listen to wrinkled sheets. Yeah.
We're back with a new Wrinkled Sheets podcast.
This will probably be our Halloween episode.
That's what I was planning.
Was it?
Yes.
I was thinking that because it is the Saturday before the Halloween
It
date.
is.
What it said today is actually, it's the 26th, so the 31st is quickly coming up.
Yeah.
And this is the first time we've been able to sit down and record in a little
that
bit
every
now. I know,
podcast.
but
Your work
it's
keeps
crazy
you
right
on
now.
the road,
It's crazy right now.
which is good. It's a blessing.
We wanted to do sit down and record last week because we thought, and then we didn't get to, and now we have a chance. I have a week at home, so
Yes.
yay!
And the crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes wild. I'd gone out to the Caribbean again, down to Aruba and
Jamaica.
Curacao.
Ooh, I want to take it to Bermuda, Bahama. That's what I think
Come on,
of
crazy
every
mama.
time.
When you hear Aruba,
Yes. Every time.
every time. Well, so what's new and exciting for you? Mine is travel.
I had a work trip while you were gone.
You went to Canada.
I went to Canada. I like Canada. It's a place I like to visit.
Where'd you go in Canada? Because Canada's a mighty big place.
It is massive. I flew into Montreal and drove 3 hours to Kings something, Ontario. It's like 3 hours. I just forgot the name. Kingsland, Kingsford,
If anybody's
Kingston. Got it. Kingston, Ontario. It's where Queen's University is. I had a career fair that I had to attend there. And there's not a lot in Canada once you get out of Montreal. It's like Montreal and Toronto and Calgary are the three biggest like metropolises. And when you're driving in between like Montreal and I didn't even get to Toronto.
just land.
There's just a lot of land. But they have these nice little, like, it would be similar to what we have here in the U.S. Rest areas, but they have, like, a gas station, usually a Tim Hortons. They had a Burger King. And a gift store.
they back east has more of that than we have out this way. They're like, the rest stop itself is actually like a little
Like you
fast
can get
food
stuff.
restaurant and stuff and gas station, and they're right in the middle. A lot of them in the middle of the highway. Where
See, the ones I saw were on the right or the left. Yeah. So that was nice. So we landed, and my coworker, who is Canadian, I let her drive. She doesn't speak French, but I just felt really nervous driving in Montreal because all the signs are mainly in French.
But she didn't speak French, so it didn't help.
She grew up there and she went to Queen's University, so she knew the drive. She's like, oh yeah, you just do this and you go this for 300 miles. And so I kind of sat there and I got a little car sick, and she's like, well, do you want to, we should probably eat some gravel. And I was like, what?
Eat gravel?
I was like, I don't want to eat rocks. And she's like, no, silly. It's this medicine that they have in Canada that's supposed to help settle your stomach. It's like it's like ginger, stuff like that.
But the name was gravel?
Yeah, it's not spelled Gravel. It's like spelled differently. But I have a little thing upstairs, and it settled my stomach. It was nice. And she got little donut holes. And I was like, Caitlin, I'm on keto. And she's like, no keto Canada. And so I had a couple donut holes from Tim Hortons.
You avoided your keto?
I did. Because anytime I'd bring it up, she's like, no keto Canada. And
did you go ahead and break it full out and do the poutine?
I did.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got a steak with a side of poutine. And it was amazing. The last time I'd gone to Canada, I had some poutine and it was fine. But this was like so good. I'm like, okay, totally worth it.
So just like anything else, there's good versions and there's sloppy, bad versions.
Yes.
So was it a restaurant that you think that's why it was a better version, or was this a fast food place?
No, it was a restaurant. Yeah. And the last time I had it, it was in the airport. I had a layover, and maybe airport food isn't the best. But it was nice. I got my ketchup Pringles for when I do want to have some non-keto snacks, and I got my
maple. She brought home maple cookies,
sandwich cookies, which I love. They're in the shape of a maple leaf. It was a very busy time when I was there. It was like go 12-hour days, but it was fun, and it was fun to be back, and it makes me appreciate you and all the travels you do, because I got back and I was like, I need a nap.
You were like, I am wore out. I am just exhausted. And I go, welcome to my world.
I landed in Denver at like 10:30 a.m., picked up the dog and the cats, came home, did some work because it was Friday. So I was still like, it was a work day. But boss was like, you're going to work from home, right? And I was like, oh, yes. And by like 2 o'clock, I'm like, I got to take a nap. So I took like an hour and a half nap and then logged back on and finished the work that I needed to do. But it's exhausting.
It is.
You don't think about it. When you're working, there's not a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Well, just the travel day itself is exhausting. Getting up early, you're a little bit stressed. I don't want to be late. I don't want to miss it. How's my ride?
Am I getting on the right bus to the right airport? Because there were like 2 airports in Montreal, and I was only like a quarter of a mile from the airport, but it was raining.
But were you sure that was the right airport?
Well, that was my concern. So I went to the front desk and they're really nice. They're like, bonjour, hello. And they're like testing how you're going to respond. And I'm like, hi.
So they're like,
I need to go to the Trudeau airport. And so, yeah, they're like, oh, well, this bus doesn't take you there. This takes to the other airport. So your bus will be here in like 5 to 10 minutes. And then even when I'm on the bus, I'm like, is this the right bus? Is this the right bus? But I noticed everybody else on the bus was from the U.S. They were there for work, getting ready to go wherever.
Was all the signage and stuff on the bus in French?
No, the nice thing is when you get to like the airport and the hotels, they have a mixture of both.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like here with Spanish and English, French and English.
So, and I also, in driving, the speedometer is in kilometers. That was very confusing. So I just would like hit the cruise control.
Just look at the sign, because the signs are all in kilometers, right? The speed limits and stuff?
Yes.
So you just match that number.
Right. But I noticed, like, in some of the areas, like when I was driving out of Kingston, there weren't any signs that showed you the speed limit. So I was like, 30 sounds good. 30 kilometers per hour.
30 and a 50.
And the rental car, it was a Toyota. And the nice thing about it is you could put it on and it would, like, sense the car in front of you and slow you down without you having to like hit the brakes or anything.
Oh, how nice.
It was very nice. I was like, I could live with this.
That'd be a good cruise control. A lot of times when you use cruise control, you put it, and as soon as and then a car is too slow, and then it comes off of cruise control.
Yeah, then you have to take it off. Well, you have to manually take it off. Yeah.
Then you get.
This was nice. So yeah, I went to Canada, and that was that story. Was that an interesting story? Did I tell that well?
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, did she tell that well? It sounded all right to me. It sounded pretty good.
Is there anything that I should have brought back from Canada that you wanted?
No. Oh, I was going to say about the keto. I was like, what was I? I was going to say something, but it's the keto, because you would know Keto Canada. I had mentioned to you last week that I had been like, I think plateaued.
Yeah.
Like I hit my goal weight of 175, and then I was 174. I was like, oh, okay. Well, but my doctor had told me that 170 might be good for my height and weight and all that and all that stuff. But so I was kind of had that as my other goal weight, but I've been doing 74, 76, 75, 77, 75, 70. And you said, well, maybe that's just your
happy weight.
Maybe that's your weight. Because it's been a month now and I've not lost anything else. Like I hit it and it just sort of like.
You could do fasting.
Yeah, but then that's not really the keto thing anymore, you know?
Right.
So I'm just wondering if that's what. I should Google to find out if there really is such a thing as when you're on keto, you hit your goal weight and you just won't lose any more.
Right. I feel like it would take some drastic things to drop any more weight for you.
Really? Yeah,
because you've lost so much weight.
True.
Like I'm like constantly like, Steve lost 30 pounds, keto. #keto. Janet didn't. #what the F.
But it's been one of those things that I've really been easy. It's been easy to stick to and easy to like not feel hungry or cheated.
Once you break the sugar addiction, I think we both have successfully broken the sugar addiction. I don't have. Like we went out and about yesterday because I took Friday off work, and there was this ice cream place and this pizza place. I was like, "Don't you miss ice cream? Don't you miss pizza?" And you're like, "No." And I was like, "Well, it's not like I crave it. I have found a way to make keto pizza, which is
really good.
It must be one of my favorite foods since
you're going to make it again tonight.
Right. But it's not that I crave it. It's just that I'm like, when I see it, I'm like, oh, I remember being able to enjoy that.
Yeah.
But then the after effects weren't always enjoyable. Like you gain weight, you felt icky.
Well, that pizza place that we walked by yesterday, I can't remember the name of it. It started with a G, and you go, oh, that's the place that moved. Remember that? My comic friend of mine, Joey Medina, posted last night.
From that place?
No, in L.A. It's that name, same name, but in L.A. And he goes, the best smelling pizza. So I wish the parents like, well, what's the name of it now?
I think it starts with a G.
But I'd never seen of it before. And it was like, oh, that changed locations. And you know how synergy, like you see something and then you see it again. You go, what? Why am I seeing this? But I don't know if I really want to try it because it breaks our keto thing.
Right.
That's why I'm back to, am I over with keto? Because have I hit my plateau weight? And now I just need to start eating regular and better and working out more. Right.
Have you been working out?
I've been going to the gym and working. I haven't been doing the weights like I should, but I ride the bike, like how I do the gym here. I just ride the bike for 40, 45 minutes and do a little bit of cardio weight. But,
yeah,
not like, I'm sweating. This is the worst thing. It's,
That is never your style.
No.
I'm kind of in a transition period when it comes to my workouts. I was doing cycle bar like 3 or 4 times a week, but the only difference I was seeing is that my legs had a little bit more definition, and I did like that, but I wasn't like seeing any weight loss or anything like that. So I met with the personal trainer that comes to our office to talk about this, and she's like, you might want to mix it up. She's a big fan of cycling, but not the intense cycling thing that happens at Cycle Bar. So I'm keeping Cycle Bar just 4 times a month, which has been a reduction of cost. Yay. And I've got my personal training sessions. We have personal training class. It's not one-on-one. That's Tuesday and Thursday. And then I'm going to try and get back to the gym and do some cardio, some weights on my own.
Yeah.
I did successfully do that last Saturday.
What?
I know. I was so proud of myself.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And then this week's going to kind of be a crapshoot because you're home and I have plans after work. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go to the classes at work because I have meetings. So I'm just kind of in this transition where I'm trying to find my happy workout. So I'm definitely focused on keto again. Keto is back. I left the non-keto in Canada.
Yeah. But not to be like the guy that hounds you.
You do, though.
I know. But if you have a drink, it's going to kick you out of keto.
I know.
So if you're doing keto and you have a drink, it's going to kick you out of keto.
Correct.
Right.
But when I'm eating, I'm going to eat keto. I will have a couple drinks. Transition. We're going to a concert tonight.
We are going.
And I will have a couple drinks.
Midland. We're going to go see Midland
Yes.
tonight.
It's one of the newer country acts that you can tolerate.
Yes, one of the very few new acts that I can.
I just hope they don't disappoint you. I'm really nervous.
I am too, actually, because I really liked their first album, and I liked some of the indie stuff that they posted on YouTube. I'd sent you that stuff, and I thought, okay, these guys are pretty good.
And then you found out their backstory.
And then I found out the whole backstory of oh, they're not some bar band out of Austin that just kind of got. Yeah, they're models and studio musicians, and they're like a packaged creation. And I'm like, okay, all right. Well, I'm not going to hate them because I do like the music, and I do like the their style, the image. They're bringing back the country look, and I like that. And but the new album has not getting the reviews that it first one got.
But what's the Steve review of the new album?
I don't hate it. There's good songs and there's bad songs. There's some that I will absolutely skip. Like the other one, I wouldn't skip a song.
Got it.
This one, you have albums like that too, though. Yeah. That you're like, no.
Definitely.
No. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they're trying to transit. It's weird. Did they just make a few bad song choices, or are they one of those things? Hey, we're transitioning more to like trying to get more of these country fans. Do you know what I mean?
Who has unsuccessfully done that?
Zac Brown.
Oh my God, so bad.
Zac Brown is just.
So
explain that.
My girlfriend Ashley, huge Zac Brown fan. Like when I met her, she wasn't a country fan at all,
but loves Zac Brown.
And she fell in love with Zac Brown's first album and has been like Team Zac Brown. Well, a couple weeks ago, Zac Brown Band released an album. And then a couple days later, Zac Brown released an album. And
which is his Chris Gaines album.
Oh my gosh.
When Garth Stewart went pop.
And so I had breakfast with her last weekend, and I was like, "So how's the Zac Brown life?" And she was like, "Oh my gosh, Janet, it's horrible, and she is not happy at all with any of this new music." I'm trying to pull up Zac Brown's.
Well, he kind of went off on some award show, right? About like F the haters and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was not. I don't think that was recent.
Oh, okay.
I think that was.
I just saw people posting that.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to find just.
The reviews have not been great.
No.
On either album.
No. So his album is called The Controversy, the single album. And there's 7 songs, and there's one.
7 songs, and they're 15 minutes
Swayze,
long.
And it's about how he's not Tom Cruise, how he's Patrick Swayze. It's very weird.
Like maybe the pot has got to him. Do you think maybe
he just talks
jam
like one of the songs is like, if this B don't work out, I'm gonna find another B. It's just bad.
Well, didn't he go through some divorce just recently?
He did, and my friend even said, she was like, I was excited that maybe he might use this pain to
write some good country songs, like most guys do.
Way to These Wings, like Miranda did. But yikes! I haven't been a fan of like his last couple albums or the band's last couple albums.
Right, they got too jam bandy for me.
Yeah, I don't know. And he had an interview with, I think, CBS Morning Show on the weekend or something about how he didn't want to be put into a genre. He wanted to touch it all and blah, blah, blah. You can't do that and be successful.
No, because you find your fans. The fans like this. This is what we like about you. That's why we buy your stuff. But
people may hate on Taylor Swift, but she started country, and like her country slowly evolved into pop, and then she made the jump. And then it's not like she went.
But then she said, "I'm not country anymore."
Right. She moved her compartment from country to pop, and it was
and just said it, not like I'm country. No, you're not.
Right.
What's that guy Grady that we were just
Smith.
watching?
He is a YouTuber and he has a podcast.
But he has a love-hate relationship with classic and new. I can tell by the way he talks. It's I really like this, but I kind of like that, and I don't want to alienate people that like this because
he's not one that just blankets I hate all new country. He will take the opportunity to listen to it and open-mindedly critique it. He knows what he likes. Like, he likes a fiddle. He doesn't like the snap tracks.
Right.
It was one of the things he posted.
Well, one of the memes that he was talking about one time is, it's not that I don't like new country, I don't like pop country.
Right.
Because there is some of the new guys that are coming out, like Midland or Cody Jinks. Or
do you like Cody Jinks?
Some of his, I've seen some videos. I haven't seen an album yet or heard an album, but a couple of videos where he covers classic. He sounds really good. So I don't know what his actual music sounds like, but his band covering, like George Jones songs or one of the Waylon songs sounds good.
Have you listened at all to Cody Johnson?
No.
Okay.
No. Is that the new thing? Is Cody the new Hank?
It must be. There was Hank Snow, Hank Williams.
Hank Williams Jr. Yeah.
That's funny. Is Cody the new Hank?
Is Cody the new Hank? There's the headline for the podcast. Is Cody the new Hank? Right.
Well, it is Halloween week. So have you ever been a big Halloween fan?
Yes. It's one of my favorite holidays. Because of my birthday is October the 12th. I'm an October my mom, when I was little, always had a Halloween-themed birthday party for me.
Oh, fun.
So Halloween has always been, and I always liked the fact that you could be somebody else for Halloween. That was when I was a little kid. I really liked that you had to use your imagination. Because not so much now. Kids are more into costumes,
Right.
But when I was little, you made your costume, or what are you going to be? Who are you going to be for Halloween? Like one year, I was Spock from Star Trek when I was like in 5th or 6th grade.
Oh, fun.
And I made my own ears, like
How?
Spock ears, out of wax and cardboard.
Wow.
But you had to be creative. You
now
actually
you just go on Amazon.
Now, yeah, you just go, I need Spock ears.
Right.
But then again, that's apparent. You probably could have bought rubber ears at a gag shop back then.
A what?
A gag shop, a gift shop, a magic shop. Just one of those. You never heard of gag shops before?
No.
Gag shops are one of those things. There used to be around where, like, pepper gum, buzz hands.
Oh, okay. They had a whole shop
the
for
whole
that?
shop for that. It was called a gag shop.
Wow.
But I think part of the deal was the parents back then actually didn't want to spend the money on that. It was partly you had to be creative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you wanted to be a robot, how can you take some cardboard boxes and bleach bottles and paint them silver and make yourself a robot outfit?
So I found the top 10 Halloween costumes for 2019.
And what are they?
They're definitely not ones you would create. We've got the women's Ghostbuster movie costume. We have Where's Waldo? How is Where's Waldo still on the radar? Is that still a thing?
I guess so, because there's been some memes lately about.
Oh.
But is that because Where's Waldo was 20 years ago, so now it's nostalgic and popular again?
Maybe. We have a Despicable Me 2 Minion costume. We have Star Wars The Force Awakens adult costumes. Wonder Woman. Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
That was popular last year. And then like Muscle Chest, Deadpool costume. So those are the top costumes for 2019, according to Google.
And which one of those appeals to you?
None of them. I'm going very basic this year. So my coworker, Kate, we were talking about Halloween costumes like 2 months ago. And she was like, I think I'm going to be Alexa. I was like, Alexa? Yes, that would be amazing. And I'll be Siri. So she has put together an Alexa costume.
What does her costume consist of to be Alexa?
She said something about a laundry basket, and there's a black ring, and she has lights. Yeah. And I bought a t-shirt that has the iPhone on it.
And you're just going to, hey Siri.
I'm going to do what I'm going to try and be fun with my hair that day and my makeup. And
are you going to write, hey Siri on me, or just the phone is, you're going to be your...
I am Siri. I don't have to put, hey Siri. Yeah.
Well, people are going to go, people are going to go, what are you? If you don't stand next to her, maybe.
Well, we sit right next to each other. We are next to each other at all times. So, yeah, pretty basic. What are you going to do for Halloween? You're going to sit at home, watch
probably
news,
sit at home
and look at your phone.
Watch Fox News and, tell the Ring motion to, hey kid, just take one piece of candy.
Yeah, we don't have plans with the family or anything.
Not yet. We need to check in to see what's going on.
Well, there's this big Arctic front coming in. We're supposed to get like 10 inches of snow between Monday and Wednesday.
What day is Halloween?
Thursday.
So maybe it'll be
cold.
Nice on
I think the high is 30-something, maybe 40.
Brr.
I know.
Our neighbors have all decorated their house. I think there's more.
Why didn't you decorate the house?
Because I'm not that into Halloween. That's where I was going to go with this. I don't think people have gotten more into decorating their houses these days than they were when I was little. You just turned on your light.
Right. It was very basic.
You might have a skeleton sitting on the porch.
Right.
There might be a fake headstone with a hand coming out of the yard. Our neighbors are all like giant spider webs. There's like Christmas lights, but they're Halloween lights. I mean, they're going all out for decorating.
Right. I think I did that one year here. I had like an open weekend and
decorated
put like purple lights on the front of the house.
Do we still have those?
I think so.
I know at one point I had bought lights that you hang around the windows that come on and off that look like smiley faces or angry face or.
Yeah, I think I found those and they were broken.
Okay.
Those were really old.
Yeah, they were really old. But from the street, they look good because they would just come on like in different
got it.
Hi.
So you think you're going to decorate this week?
No, probably not.
I didn't.
But
think
I do
so.
want to do Christmas this year. We didn't decorate for Christmas last year because you were like, I don't want to take the tree down. You're going to be gone.
We did decorate for Christmas. We just didn't put up a Christmas tree.
Right. But what's Christmas without a Christmas tree?
What's Christmas without a husband? You weren't here.
You know how many women you just offended right there? What is Christmas
I
without
have
a
a husband. Okay, I guess I should rephrase. What is Christmas without your husband?
There you go.
Okay.
Try to be more PC, would you? It's
My bad.
2019. It's almost a new decade.
If I didn't have a husband, that would just be per usual, you know? But I have a husband, and it was kind of like, I think I stayed in bed all day and watched movies.
Well, speaking of movies, you have a Hallmark movie addiction.
Oh my God.
There was one recording last night while I was going to watch a show, but it said, "Do you want to change the channel?"
Oh, no. How is that possible? I thought we could do two things at once.
You can, but if you got 3 things recording,
Ooh, oops. Yeah, so I had gotten caught up on all of our DVR stuff. There wasn't anything on Netflix that appealed to me. There wasn't anything on Amazon that appealed to me. There wasn't anything on YouTube that appealed to me.
how is that possible?
So I was like, well, I hear there's some good movies on Hallmark. So I searched on the DVR Hallmark and, there was one getting ready to start. It was a fall themed movie. Oh my gosh.
It made you cry, didn't it?
I cried, I laughed, and it was just so heartwarming. I'm like, here's where all the romantic comedy movies have gone. And so then I recorded a few and watched a few more last weekend. And then there were these commercials for Christmas movies start. And I was like, oh. So I definitely set some to record because you're going to be gone like the whole month of November and I need to have entertainment.
Did you download the app
Oh my
to keep
gosh.
track of that thing?
I did, and I ended up having to delete the calendar that attached to it because every 3 hours I was getting notification of a new Hallmark movie was about to start.
Well, isn't there like 40 movies or 40 days or something like
That's
that? There's some.
40 new ones.
Is that what it
They've
is?
got old ones.
Oh.
It's insanity, but I'm excited about it.
You and my sister. That's how I knew about the app.
Oh.
Because my sister was talking.
I don't know how to use
told
that
her
app
about you and the
responsibly.
Hallmark movie. She's like, does she have the app?
I do, and I don't anymore because I had to delete it and delete the calendar that I had put it on. Thankfully, I didn't put it on our main calendar because that would have jacked with our life.
4 or 5 dots a day on my calendar.
Oh my God. There was like 6 or 7. It's insanity, but I love it.
But they're all basically the same movie, aren't they? Like boy meets girl,
Yes.
fall apart, job is dying or losing their job. How can I save
You know
my
what?
company?
Stop minimalizing this interest of mine.
Okay.
It makes me happy.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
They're all like Nicholas Sparks Nicholas Sparks books,
Yes.
but set in Canada. A lot of those Hallmark movies are Canadian movies.
Oh, and like you have Candace Cameron Bure that's in a lot of them. You have I forget the one actress that has been in a couple, and
Well, the one won't be doing it anymore because she's going to jail for her kid.
Lori Loughlin.
Yeah,
Was she in a lot of them?
She had done a bunch of those Hallmark Lifetime movies.
Yikes.
Yeah.
The other one got released from prison today.
Oh yeah, the Felicity
Huffman? Yeah, she played guilty, and
Like I did it. Let me just get this over with. And they even let her go early.
yeah, she got like 20 days jail sentence, and
11 days she was out.
yeah. So, dang.
Was that really a jail sentence? 11 days. I'm
When you're
gone
used to the
working
Hollywood-
more than that.
When you're used to the Hollywood lifestyle, I'm sure. Like, she didn't have access to any luxuries. She probably had 1-ply toilet paper.
What? That's hell on earth.
It is. It is. Oh, goodness. So we haven't eaten a full meal yet today. It's 12:48. We get to eat in like 10 minutes. I'm so excited about that.
I stole another piece of bacon. I know you made bacon this morning.
I did, because you requested that I make some bacon.
Bacon, yeah.
But
'Cause
I
it's
didn't
keto.
make it crispy enough for you.
You like it like that, though, don't you?
I do, but you...
You don't like crisp bacon, like. But you like bacon bits that are almost hard.
No, my bacon bits are soft. I buy the soft, real ones.
I know.
I don't buy the imitation. The imitation are hard.
Yeah, but bacon bits are more hard than the floppy bacon that you
True.
make.
It adds the bacon flavor to things. And you don't have to cook bacon.
I've always just been my mom would fry up that bacon in the pan, and it's that just crispy, just cooked in egg.
I can burn some bacon for you.
Okay. Throw a couple of those back in the pan and...
But what I was going to try and talk about is food and food pictures. And when you're trying to do the intermittent fasting where you don't eat for 16 hours, it makes it really challenging.
Food pictures actually make you hungry, right?
Yeah, when you're scrolling through Instagram and you see videos or pictures of gooey cheese, or photos of oozing over easy eggs, it really can make your tummy a little hungry.
Does it say why?
So it says it's mostly because we did not evolve in a world of pictures. And this is from Princeton neuroscientist Michael Graziano. I think I added a syllable. You consciously might know that what you're looking at isn't food you can eat, but the brain pathways that evolved over millions of years without programs such as the Great British Baking Show and Chopped do not. So, representations of food trigger the same neural track the brain uses to process real nutrients. So, the temporal lobe recognizes exactly what you're looking at. The emotion processing piece, which records and remembers your favorite snacks, decides it's worth the excitement. And yeah, so your brain doesn't understand how to process all these food pics on Instagram.
So when people watch the Food Channel for hours at a time, they just sit there
and eat.
Hungry.
Or hungry,
They
yes.
just sit there hungry.
Yes. That makes sense.
I know. Except we're getting bigger and bigger. The country, everybody, actually, as you travel, I see that more and more people are getting bigger and bigger.
Yep.
I just hope that they realize the health problems. You know?
Right? Because I have a family member who is 13. He's going to be 14 in February. And he is on a diet because his cholesterol's high and he's overweight. And
yeah, childhood obesity is really high.
Right.
But I just don't know why so many people went through, or magazines went through the whole thing about the big beautiful, or you could be healthy and you could be this, when doctors have said for years that's not true. So why did magazines, were they just trying to sell stuff or just make people feel, I'm doing air quotes, feel better about themselves? Or because, and then you hear people go, oh, I'm big, but I'm active. Well, yeah, but you're probably going to have a heart attack.
Right.
Because you're carrying the extra weight.
Yeah, everyone's body is different, and we should focus on a healthier lifestyle. Like you and I were speaking yesterday. We did a lot of walking yesterday. We both hit our step goal.
We hit our 10,000 step goal. Yeah.
Yay! And you were like, people don't walk anymore. And I feel like that was the case, but people are getting more active. Like even when I go back home to Missouri, people are more active than they ever were back when I was growing up, or that I noticed back then. Because of those trackers that now tell you, hey, you haven't moved for an hour, get up and move.
Right.
But overall, are people active?
Yeah. Because they can Netflix and chill. You don't have to go to a movie anymore. I think that's one of the things that you used to have to go somewhere. You had to do something. And now you're like, I can just sit on the couch and watch the latest release, DirecTV. I don't even have to go out. Which is kind of what you said the other day. We were downtown. You're like, this is one of the reasons I don't like to get out of the house.
I am a homebody. I know that. I own it. But yeah, I have to actively make myself work out.
Well, the walking thing came about yesterday because we were walking around town, but there were scooters. There's those downtown
that you can rent with your phone,
and they're all over downtown Denver. I mean, they're everywhere.
Getting hurt.
They're leaned up against trees. They're on the side of the road. And then people were riding them everywhere. And we were walking, and I said, "That's how we know we're old. We're not one of the 20-somethings on a scooter.
Right. We were
Get out of my
steps.
way, old people. People were going around us on scooters and stuff. And you're like, get out of the way, old person. I'm in my 20s and on a scooter.
There's bike lanes and such that have been installed downtown Denver. So those things can go on those. Imagine if there weren't bike lanes. We'd get run over.
I know.
But there were a couple times where there wasn't a bike lane, and it was like, hello.
Yeah, like we're about to step off a curb, and somebody come around the corner on a scooter.
Right. Mm-hmm. But you were like, hey, we should try one.
Well, I thought we should. Be fun.
No.
It's just a razor scooter with a motor.
Right.
Does that scare you?
No, I would just rather walk. I don't want to. It's like a slippery slope. I don't want to like try it out and be like, oh, this is amazing.
Then I will do this every time.
I can get places fast. No, because they don't come with a helmet.
Are you one of those?
Yes.
Did you ride a bike as a child without a helmet? You did have a helmet as a child?
Yes. I got a bike with a helmet. Yes. Because your brain is what makes you function. If you fall off a bike and have a horrible bike accident and you have brain damage, there goes your life.
How did people survive?
They didn't as often.
And years.
They didn't as often. There were more brain injuries due to bicycle accidents.
Were there?
Yes. According to someone.
Who? According to who? Someone. Just someone.
I don't have the statistics handy. It just makes sense. Why would you not try and protect yourself?
Well, I just think when you protect yourselves, you're not looking out for yourselves. Because I think when you're aware that I'm not protected, I have to pay attention. I have to look out. I have to watch out for cars. I definitely
still pay attention with a bicycle helmet.
But I don't think everybody does. I think when you start protecting yourself in anything, you feel like I'm protected. Somebody needs to protect me, not I need to protect myself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I need to be aware. I need to know.
I feel like wearing a helmet is me protecting myself, but it doesn't make me feel 100% safe. When you get on a bicycle and you're out and about amongst automobiles, trucks.
Wow. And how many, speaking of being out, how many people did we see yesterday just weird talking to themselves?
There's a lot of transient people in downtown Denver. This is
not just transient. I meant like messed up people.
Well, I was trying to be a little PC.
I'm not trying to be PC.
You told me to be PC earlier.
No, I didn't. I said you weren't being PC. I was joking with you. But there's a difference between somebody being transient in a backpack and I'm camping out.
Right.
But those guys standing on the corner talking to themselves.
Mental health issues amongst the transient people.
And I'm sure pot doesn't help that.
Probably.
How many of those guys get like, oh, I just raised enough money to walk into the store here on the corner and get a joint, and now I can stand on the corner and watch my hands.
Right. And we saw that. We saw some hand watching.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of interesting things. Another reason why I just don't want to leave the house.
That was one of you and I could just be home right now.
It was like every 6 or 10 feet. Someone was like doing something weird.
Or saying, you got a quarter?
Right?
You got a quarter. One more quarter and I can get a drink.
I noticed something with a lot, because you have those, what are they called with the signs at the corner?
Signs on the corner.
People asking for money.
Oh, panhandlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the signs used to say, need help.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Most of them now just say, need money.
Right. Or I won't lie, I want a beer. Or something like that, just straight out.
No, I didn't see that. I just saw, I need money. Yesterday, I was recapping my visions from yesterday. And so they're just being very direct. They don't want your Diet Coke you want to hand them or the sandwich you want to hand. They just want the money.
Just want the money. Because I go in that pot store right across the street.
Right.
That's what I think. And the camps, the homeless camps in downtown Denver. Had you seen that before?
Yeah, It's just been a while. Can I have that bubbly? Mm-hmm. Is there anything in it?
Not much, but there's some.
Okay.
She has a bubbly addiction, and that's not just a nickname. That's a brand of drink.
Sparkling water.
I am not lying. She has bought like 10, 12 cases of it every couple of days.
Not every couple of days. I buy it every 2 weeks. And sometimes I notice that our stockpile's a little high, so I'll skip it. I do monitor, but I like to have a case of bubbly next to the bed. Uh-huh. I like to have a case of bubbly at work. Mm-hmm. I like to have it handy.
What is the addiction to bubbly? What is it? Is it the taste? Or you just feel like I'm hydrated? You don't like water?
It is water.
I know, but you don't like water.
Not a big fan of just still water, no.
Yeah.
My doctor said that sparkling water is just as effective for you as regular water. And I used to be addicted to diet soda. And I found that once I got off the caffeine addiction, it was just the bubbles I missed. So sparkling water, I think that may have been something that happened to a lot of people because the sparkling water market has
Zoomed.
like boomed.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different options, but when you're traveling, there aren't. And that bothers me.
Still or fizzy? What kind of water would you like? Still or fizzy?
Always fizzy.
Always fizzy.
Do you want a lime? No. Do you want ice? No.
No, I just want fizzy water.
Yes.
Fizzy water.
Yes.
So I sent you a couple of ideas. Does anything jump out at you?
So just like football teams, chicken wings, and presidential candidates, not all French fries are created equal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So which French fries are the best? If you just had to pick your favorite French fry, what would you pick?
I hate to do it. McDonald's.
Me too.
McDonald's French fries.
It's like they soak them in crack.
They're only good hot. McDonald's French fries cold are garbage.
Agreed.
But when they're hot, there's something about the crisp taste, the salt. If there's, I don't know if they sprinkle them with sugar.
Yeah. So this website, or businessinsider.com, did a survey of 3,000 individuals to determine the best French fries. So at number 5, we have a tie between Burger King, which 11% of people who visited a Burger King in the last 6 months said that their chain had the best French fries. Mm-hmm. And Wendy's, also 11%.
I don't mind Wendy's. I do like Burger King French fries.
Now, number 4, I forget about all the time, but if I had to pick between McDonald's or these French fries, I would pick these. It's Arby's. Oh. They have the seasoned curly fries.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Number 3, Chick-fil-A, which I don't really
Chick-fil-A
like their waffle fries.
You don't? I like them.
I feel like they're a little bland.
Okay. Gotta salt them.
Yeah. Number 2 is McDonald's.
What?
And the number 1 French fry, Five Guys. 46% of people who visited a Five Guys in the last 6 months said that the chain had the best French fries.
That's because they do like real French fries.
Yeah,
they're like
fresh
cut potatoes,
so
French
good.
fried, and
so good.
My least favorite French fry, and this is probably going to get hate, is In-N-Out. In-N-Out French fries.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to get the French fries when we go there.
They don't do anything for me. There's no extra taste. I don't taste salty.
It's like they don't have to. They have their In-N-Out burger.
Right. We don't have to be good with the fries. The burgers are fantastic.
Right. And speaking of fast food, have you heard about Burger King's new thing?
They're doing a Halloween special, I heard.
It's a Ghost Whopper.
With ghost peppers?
The iconic burger is receiving a spooky season upgrade for the fast food chain's latest creation, the Ghost Whopper. The updated item features a special white cheddar cheese flavored sesame seed bun. The spectral white bun comes with the original flame grilled beef burger and is topped with tomatoes, lettuce, mayonnaise, ketchup, white onions, and pickles. And it's kind of just been a big marketing publicity thing.
Oh, so they're not doing like a hot pepper ghost pepper.
It doesn't seem like it. No.
That's what they should do. They should make it like a spooky burger, like a
right.
Can you handle this?
And it's only available from October 24th until Halloween.
That's almost not worth it at all.
Right. Are you a big Whopper guy?
I do like Whoppers. I like extra. I like the Whopper with extra mustard, which is still the way I get my bunless burger at McDonald's now.
Yeah, I do love a good bunless burger.
That's something else. This whole podcast has turned into food. It's food talk.
We haven't eaten today.
It's food talk. But you basically turned me on. I'd done it before, traveling in Barcelona and some other countries where McDonald's has the screen, touch screens.
Where you can you don't have to talk to anyone.
Don't have to talk to again, Janet doesn't have to talk to anybody. But I had done that a few times over there because of the language stuff. Like, I don't need to, I'll just go over here and do it and get it out. But they've got them now at the McDonald's by us.
Yeah.
And it's so much handier to just go, I like extra mustard, no bun, an extra patty, add some bacon to it.
And then you just build your own burger.
And then they bring it to you, even. They bring it. That's really nice.
Mm-hmm. We have done that a couple times in the last month where we just wanted to grab a quick lunch, and I bet people listening are like, why McDonald's? Well, it's just convenient.
Yeah, and it's still keto. Still, we get a hamburger patty, tomato, bacon.
And they're not massive.
Mustard is keto. They're not, and they're not massive. It's not like you're eating this big giant.
Right.
We just jump in like, I'm hungry. I want to get a snack.
Yes. Which we had a burger for a snack yesterday. We split a burger.
More food talk. Hold on.
At 5280 Burger in Denver. I've been wanting to take you there forever.
We had a pimento cheeseburger.
It was so good.
So good.
And we had it without a bun, and we split it. And we added avocado
and egg.
And it was so good. So good.
I like when people do things like that. Like instead of just regular cheese or Swiss cheese, American cheese, pimento cheese. It was just a whole level of pimento cheese. And it was like different. I think that's why burgers can be so big. Like everywhere's got a burger joint or burger. Like yesterday we were talking about how many burger places we saw.
Right.
Because you can be versatile with burger.
So versatile.
It's like, you
could put a piece of fried chicken on a patty and call it a chicken burger.
Chicken burger. It's a pizza burger. It's a hamburger bun between two slices of pizza. It's
great.
You can just do things with burgers.
Yes. We should not podcast hungry.
No.
This is like scrolling through Instagram.
Yesterday you brought up the fact that, you go, remember the time we took 2 Krispy Kreme burgers and
we took Krispy Kreme donuts, put them in the waffle iron,
crushed them down like a waffle, and then made hamburgers out of it.
Yeah,
it was delicious.
It was such a mess, though.
But it was one of our best videos. When we had just started making videos for the Wrinkle Sheets channel.
And remember, we were in the pool. We were at our neighborhood pool that day because it was when we used to try and go swimming after I got off work. Yeah. And we were just sitting there swimming. And we were talking, and I don't remember who came up with it. And you were like, yeah, let's go.
I got a waffle iron. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We
just ran down to Krispy Kreme. I think we had to get like 6 donuts.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I couldn't figure out why. I was 206
Why are we gaining weight?
Why was I 206 pounds?
I can't
I don't know. Maybe it's the waffle donut burgers you're making and eating.
But we didn't do that any more than once.
No.
Anything else you got to talk about?
Oh, was there any other good stories that I sent you?
I want to talk about what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a perfect petty on my feet.
You're doing this while we're...
Yep.
Okay,
Look under the table.
Oh, okay. I just thought you had like socks on. This is some kind of
bought it for me.
Holler and Glow sock mask.
So you put these like plastic socks on your feet, and there's gooey stuff inside, and you put them on your feet for 60 to 90 minutes, and then over the next 7 to 10 days, the dead skin is supposed to fall off my feet.
Oh, it has the hydroxy acid or whatever it is in it.
Yeah.
Alpha hydroxy acid.
But they're kind of fun. Like, I didn't know what to expect when I opened it. I was like, well, how am I going to walk around? And they're plastic socks.
How does it feel? Does it feel?
Because we're on the basement floor, and the basement's not finished, so it's concrete.
But does it feel good on your feet?
It feels gooey.
Weird?
No. It just feels like something's happening. I don't know, but I'm concerned about the next 7 to 10 days when the dead skin's falling off my feet.
Well, now
What's that going to look like? You bought this for me.
I don't remember even buying this.
We're in Target, and I picked it up, and I think it was like $5, and I was like, I don't know, and I put it back, and you were like, You need this.
Well, a lot of times if you look at something and you set it down, I know in my head that you liked it. It caught your eye. So just do it. You're like, no, it's not going to be.
Oh, I thought you were telling me my feet were gross.
No, this was just one of those, because I know you. You're like, I don't want $5 for a, I'm like, cheers for getting it.
Just do it. Yeah. And yeah, and there's tape at the top of the socks that you tape closed so they don't come open, and it's kind of cool.
I'll take a picture of your feet. I guess I can post that to the.
Wrinkled Sheets has an Instagram. You can find us on Instagram at Wrinkled Sheets, the number 1. You can follow us. We don't post a lot, but we do post from time to time.
And they can find us on what did the other like.
On Twitter, Wrinkled Sheets, the number 1. We are Wrinkled Sheets Podcast on Facebook. If you ever need to message us, we do respond very well on the social medias. But we have an email address, wrinkledsheets1 at gmail.com. I almost said Hotmail. Where am I, 1999?
I know. Are you still having browser wars in your head? Is Netscape beating...
What is a... Browser war?
Yeah. Did you remember the browser wars of
the
past? Because Netscape was the original, like the browser.
Oh, okay.
That used.
I think I remember that.
Netscape. Mm-hmm. And then Internet Explorer came along, and there was this whole like
Google Chrome.
Google Chrome.
And Firefox.
Firefox, yeah, because people didn't use Firefox because Google is following your stuff, so use Firefox.
I don't think anyone uses Explorer anymore.
No?
Like, I have so many websites that I work in on a daily basis that aren't compatible with Explorer.
Because Explorer is built into, Windows. That's what.
I know.
But I think I always use, since I use Apple on my phone.
Safari?
Safari. I think I end
on
up
my
using,
phone, I use Safari.
And on my tablet, Safari. And I hadn't really thought about browser wars. Browser wars.
Neither one of us, the iPhone 11 has been out, and neither one of us have upgraded. I feel very proud. I'm not even tempted. I just paid off my iPhone 10 or iPhone X, and I'm not even motivated to go get a new phone.
Well, I did. I went to the store, and I was eligible for the new phone because I have the Jump on T-Mobile where you're allowed to. And they didn't have any.
Right.
And they were out. Another store I went to, they were out. And they were like, well, we can order it for you, but it'll cost you $800 if we order it. And I was like, why is that? Because you have to put a down payment on an order. It's not like at the store where you just trade in your phone.
Right.
And like I could go back later and go, here's my phone. I'd like some money. But like that gets confusing. I just want to walk in. Yes. Here's my phone. Where's my new phone? And they said they were going to be out until the end of this month. So
are you planning on getting it?
I don't know, because now everybody's been like, I don't know, it's not the greatest. Then I read a thing recently. There's been 3 updates.
Oh, I know.
They
get pushed to me every time. And my email now comes in like half of my new emails are at the top of my email. The other half are down at the bottom. Have you had that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. But
That's because you don't pay attention to your unread email number.
No.
I'll like delete or read all of my emails and it still says I have 6 unread. And I'm like, what? And I'll scroll down to the very bottom. And those 6 are at the very bottom of my email list.
Well, the one thing that's been bugging me about the new stuff is that it goes to dark mode.
I like that.
Well, I do, but it doesn't work with every app. If it goes dark mode on Twitter, the writing doesn't show up.
Oh.
Like, I can't read this while it's in dark mode, so I got to go manually switch it back to
weird.
to light mode.
I haven't noticed
like
that.
some apps are going. It's whatever they're doing now, because I had 33 app updates with the last iPhone update, because that's what they do. That the apps have to update to go with the.
And mine are set to do automatically, so I don't even pay attention.
So anybody, if you have an opinion on the new iPhone 11 with the 3 screen cameras with the 3 holes in the camera, which they say now that's triggering people.
3 lens.
What's it called?
Isn't it 3 lenses?
Yeah, 3 lenses, but
3 holes.
There's some kind of phobia, tryptophobia or something like that. It's triggering to people to see those 3 holes. Have you heard about that?
No.
Yeah, it's an actual thing called tryptophobia that people can't look at the phone. It triggers something in them. But then again,
weird.
Everybody's triggered by something today, isn't it?
Yes.
Looked up tryptophobia real quick.
So tryptophobia is an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So now this iPhone is triggering people.
Now I Googled tryptophobia new iPhone. The iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max are making some people very uncomfortable. A lot has already been said about Apple's new iPhone models. People with tryptophobia get extremely uncomfortable while looking at things like honeycombs or seed pods. Oh my Lanta. I don't have that, so I can't relate. If you are listening and you have tryptophobia, I'm so sorry. I can't put myself in your shoes.
Because I don't know
but avoid the iPhone 11.
Because nothing makes me feel more comfortable than a honeycomb. Nothing is more beautiful than looking at a fresh honeycomb with honey on it. That's just, to me...
You're freaking the tryptophobia people out. They're having to picture this. I remember the first time I saw an iPhone 11 Pro in person. I was sitting across from Amber at Two Girls. We were recording Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine. She picks up her phone and I was like, oh, you have 3 holes.
That means you have the new phone.
Let me touch it.
Did it feel any different?
No. It's a little bit bigger than the iPhone X. But...
Yeah. Well, I thought at one point about changing over to Galaxy. Because
Yeah.
everybody keeps saying the Galaxy 4 Note is just all this stuff. It's so good.
Yeah.
My sister has it. She loves it. A couple people I know have it. They
Please
love
don't
it.
leave the iPhone life.
But the iPhone life is kind of like you're there. You've got thousands of dollars over the years invested in all the apps
Right.
that won't transfer.
Right?
But I just wish iPhone would try to keep up with some of the stuff that the Note does. Like the stylus, and you can draw on it, and you can
I
do
think
these
they
other
can now.
things.
I think the new iPad
You
is
can?
being promoted as being able to do that.
I'll have to check that out then.
I went to a conference this last week, and the girl next to me had an iPad, and she was writing on it.
Well, that might be helpful. All right, then. Well,
Definitely.
did you have fun?
I did. Did you?
I did. I did have fun. It was nice sitting down and doing this Halloween
Food.
stuffed.
Stuffed?
Yeah, we
What
did
have we
a lot.
stuffed?
We stuffed a lot of food into this podcast. There's a lot of food talk.
Who wants stuffed peppers? No, you
Welcome
have
to-
a stuffed podcast.
Welcome to Food Podcast. It's
Right.
food talk here with Janet and Steve.
Yeah.
I think you already told them how to find us while I was
Yes.
doing
And make
this
sure
stuff.
if you're listening, wherever you're listening, make sure to rate, review, subscribe. We're not going to fill up your feed with tons of stuff.
No,
But we just want to see the love.
I would love to see some more reviews.
Yeah. Let us know
when we
what
first
you like.
started doing this, people reviewed us more and commented more, and I was just, did we lose them?
No, I feel like I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I am typically on the move when I am. And it's hard to just stop and write a review. People's lives are busy, babe.
Well, one of the things I know as a podcast listener that I will listen to one like a lot and then not listen to one for a while and then go back and listen to it and catch up. And I was kind of noticing on our numbers as I was scrolling through one day that some of these will be like 200-300 listens, and then there'll be like 120, and then there'll be like 400,
Right.
and then it's like they're random. Do people listen to go, oh, I don't like this one, I like this more, I'm going to share this one with my friends?
Right.
How do they work?
What's the algorithm?
What makes a podcast go? Like one of my
What makes a podcast go?
like one of my podcasts that I did, Remasculate with Gavin McGinnis. I was looking it up with it because somebody asked me about it, and I wanted to send it to him.
Yeah.
That has 15,000
Wow.
listens, downloads. 15,000. And I'm like, now why does this have 15,000 and this would only have 136?
Right.
So
It doesn't make any
It
sense.
makes no sense to me.
I bet someone has done a study and it makes sense to them. If you're one of those people, let us know.
Please do. All right. So until next time, thanks for listening to the Wrinkled Sheets podcast. Check out the Wrinkled Sheets vlog. Do follow us on YouTube because the vlog is a daily, well, it's almost daily.
Yes.
It used to be absolutely daily. And then it just became, it's so hard to do daily. It's so
Right.
hard. And you don't like to do it as much
I
as I
don't
do.
have a lot to do. I do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. But sometimes I think that people that do daily talk more to them than we do. That's one thing I've
Yes.
noticed. They actually just hold the camera and go, hey, last night I was watching a show and,
Like,
Where-
why do I fall asleep every night at 9?
yeah, where we walk around and think our daily vlog should be like, oh,
Things are happening.
We're doing this. We're trying this. We found this, So our daily vlog is now more of a
Weekly?
3 or 4
3 or 4
days. It's
week?
every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. But that gives people time to catch up on their own lives, and yeah, it's
Right.
fine.
So thank you guys. We love you. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.